you guys, welcome back to K&KInspiredCreations with Latara. So today I'm going to show you guys how I made this mini carrot cake. So I started off by I used some of that spray foam. I don't know if you ever heard of that. I don't have a picture of it, but it's like this spray foam stuff, and I poured it into this mold that was kind of like just like this round mold, and I used it as a cake mold. And so this is after it's set for I let it set for a day to get completely dry and all that good stuff. And now I'm taking like this heat knife thingy that I got off of Temu, and I'm using it to cut through the foam so that it can be leveled. And so that's what I'm doing here, so that and I'm going to do that to all three pieces because it's going to be a 3-layered cake, and I'm just pushing it in a little bit just to make it flat. So this is after cutting off the excess from the spray foam. And then what I'm doing now is I'm using a sander, and I'm just sanding the sides because I do want to paint it. I do want it to be like a cake color, and the spray foam stuff, it doesn't really take paint well at all. So the best thing to do is to go ahead and scratch it up or whatever in a sander. I got that sander from Dollar Tree, so you can get a sander for Dollar Tree, lots of different sanders from Dollar Tree. So the next thing I do is I'm going to go ahead and make the paint. So I'm using Territorial Beige, and I'm also using a red that I got from Dollar Tree. It's just red. Mixing it up, and I'm gonna add some more Territorial Beige and some more red until I get the color that I'm looking for. And it's just like a cake, cake base color. That's all. And I do want to take a moment and thank you so much for watching my videos. You could be watching anybody else's videos on the planet, but you're watching mine, and I'm so appreciative of that. And so now I'm literally just painting the sides of the outsides of the cake, I guess, because the top and the bottom you won't be able to see. It's just the sides. I am going to allow it to dry, and then I am going to do a second coat, but I'm not going to show that here. But I did paint all three of them brown, or that that kind of cake color, like a toasted cake color, cooked cake color, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to paint them all that color, and then I'm going to set them to the side, let them dry fully, and then paint them again. One thing I didn't do, which I would probably do if I redid this, was probably just after both coats dried, go ahead and do like a matte or a low gloss Mod Podge just to seal it. So since it is on that really soft shiny stuff or whatever, just a FYI, hindsight. So now I'm taking some spackle. This is that lightweight spackle, Fast and Final. It's my favorite spackle when I'm doing any type of icing or whip topping, something like that. Putting it into a cup, and then I'm using some antique parchment to try to get the color of the icing for my carrot cake. And I'm just kind of mixing up, and then once I'm done mixing it up, I'm going to go ahead and add it to a piping bag. And if this is your first time here, welcome to my little pastel bakery corner of the internet. And if you're returning, hey, Fake Bake Bestie, thank you so much for coming back. Here we create fake bake desserts, seasonal decor, and fun DIY pieces that look good enough to eat. So if this is your vibe, go ahead and subscribe. And so, like I said, I'm just adding all of that mixture to a piping bag so I can go ahead and pipe on to my cake. I did also get some of these little blocks from Dollar Tree because it makes it easier. This is a layered cake, so there is supposed to be icing in between the layers, and for me this is the easiest way to do it so that the cake doesn't collapse or smush on top of each other. So I just added some of that cake icing, or whatever you want to call it, and then just added to the middle of it, glued that down, and since this is foam, hot glue does work perfectly fine. You don't really need anything stronger than that, to be completely honest. Hot glue works really well with it. And I'm also going to do that with the very top layer as well. So one thing I didn't show was that I did go back and add a little bit more to the layers and then just kind of smooth it out. But now I'm doing the top, and I'm just kind of adding some of that spackle on there and just kind of smoothing it out since it is for the top layer of the cake. I'm not going to do a rim or some type of border on the top of the cake, but I am going to do a border on the bottom of the cake. And I really only use one of two piping tips. Usually it's just a 1M piping tip, so that's probably what I'm using. And then I am adding fake nuts to the very top, and the fake nuts I'm using is just Cape Cod hamster bed. You can get on Amazon or like a pet store, but it's a lot and it will last you a very long time. So last thing I wanted to do is I just added a couple of dollops on top so I could add these fake little carrots to the top. And so this is the final reveal. If you're wondering why the top of the carrots look like that, they are made of foam, and I did spray a sealer on top after I finished to seal the whole cake, and it like ate through the foam. So just the FYI, if you decide to do something like that, maybe seal the cake before adding the foam carrots. But that's it. I still like it either way. Let me know what you think in the comments, and until next time, keep it sweet and keep it creative.